Alright, listen up, you battle-hardened heroes and desk job warriors. Uncle Sam's decided to give the post-9/11 GI Bill a bit of a facelift. This is the good kind of change, the kind that puts more money in your pocket and more opportunities on your plate. As of July 2nd, 2024, the Department of Veterans Affairs has rolled out some shiny new benefits that'll make you want to dust off those textbooks. We're talking increased tuition coverage, expanded options for vocational training, and even some love for those of you dreaming of studying abroad. It's like Christmas came early, except instead of presents under a tree, you're getting a golden ticket to Education Town. Now I know what you're thinking. John, this sounds too good to be true. What's the catch? Well, my cynical friends, for once there isn't one. This is the real deal, straight from the halls of government to your eager ears. So buckle up, Buttercup, because we're about to dive deep into the world of educational benefits. Let's find out. Meet Sarah, a former Army sergeant who traded her combat boots for a backpack, embarking on a new mission in the world of academia, faster than you can say at ease. Her transition from military life to civilian student was swift and determined. Sarah's journey from the dusty streets of Baghdad to the hallowed halls of academia is a testament to the power of the GI Bill, a lifeline for many veterans. Sarah had always dreamed of becoming an engineer, but between dodging bullets and filing reports, she hadn't exactly had time to brush up on her calculus or physics. Enter the post-9/11 GI Bill, swooping in like a star-spangled superhero to save the day, offering financial support and educational opportunities. With the bill's help, Sarah enrolled in a top-tier engineering program, ready to conquer differential equations with the same gusto she'd applied to conquering enemy territories. She tackled her studies with military precision. Just as Sarah was settling into her new life, the VA announced these new changes to the GI Bill, expanding its benefits even further. Suddenly, Sarah found herself with even more options and resources at her fingertips, from additional scholarships to career counseling. Sarah's story is just one of thousands, each unique yet bound by a common thread: the transformative power of education, turning soldiers into scholars. So whether you're a veteran looking to hit the books or just someone who enjoys a good rags to academic riches tale, stick around. Sarah's journey is an inspiration to all. Alright, let's talk turkey. Or in this case, let's talk tuition. The new GI Bill changes are throwing around numbers bigger than the national debt, and for once, that's a good thing. As of July 2nd, 2024, the VA has increased the maximum tuition and fee amounts for eligible veterans. For public institutions, the sky's the limit, or more accurately, the highest in-state tuition is the limit. That's right, if you're attending a public college or university in your home state, the GI Bill will now cover 100% of your tuition and fees. But what about private or foreign schools, you ask? Well, hold on to your mortarboards, because the numbers here are equally impressive. For private institutions and foreign schools, the new annual limit is a whopping $27,889.74. For flight programs, they've raised the cap to $16,299.15 per academic year. And for correspondence courses, you're looking at a limit of $12,744.17. Imagine that. Now, let's talk about vocational schools, because not everyone dreams of spending 4 years debating the finer points of 18th century literature or advanced quantum mechanics. The new GI Bill changes have given vocational schools a serious upgrade, making them more accessible and beneficial for veterans. For those of you eyeing a career in the skies, listen up. The cap for flight programs at public institutions has been raised to a sky-high $16,299.15 per academic year. But what if your dreams are a little more grounded? Maybe you're interested in something more hands-on and practical. Well, for non-degree granting institutions, the new annual limit is $27,889.74. Whether you want to become a master welder, a gourmet chef, or the world's greatest underwater basket weaver, the GI Bill has got your back. And let's not forget about apprenticeship programs. These programs offer a blend of on-the-job training and classroom instruction. The VA is now covering up to $27,889.74 for related instruction costs. So whether you're looking to become the next Top Gun or the next Top Chef, the new GI Bill changes have your career aspirations covered. Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? With these new provisions, the possibilities are endless for veterans looking to expand their skill sets and embark on new career paths. Section 5, Correspondence courses, not just for pen pals anymore. Now let's talk about correspondence courses. No, I'm not referring to those charming letters your grandma used to exchange with her pen pal in Peoria. I'm talking about distance learning, the educational equivalent of ordering takeout. All the knowledge, none of the classroom. The VA, in its infinite wisdom, has decided to give correspondence courses a serious boost. As of July 2, 2024, they've raised the annual limit for these courses to $12,744.17. Maybe you're stationed in a remote location, or perhaps you're juggling a job and family responsibilities. Or maybe you just really like wearing pajamas while you learn. Whatever the reason, the VA's got your back. The point is, the choice is yours, and now you've got more funding to make it happen. Section 6. Testing, reimbursements for exams and certifications. Alright, pop quiz, hotshot. What's better than taking a test? If you answered literally anything else, you're not alone. But what if I told you that the VA is now willing to pay you to take tests? Suddenly, those number 2 pencils are looking a lot more appealing, aren't they? As part of the new GI Bill changes, the VA has increased reimbursement rates for licensing and certification tests. The new limit? A cool $2,000 per test. But wait, there's more. The VA is also covering fees for national tests like the SAT, ACT, LSAT, and GMAT. So whether you're eyeing an Ivy-covered college or an Ivy-covered law school, Uncle Sam's got your back. Now I know what you're thinking. John, this all sounds great, but what's the catch? Well, my skeptical friend, the catch is that you actually have to take the tests. So go forth and test, my friends. Your future self will thank you. Section 7, Proposals versus Notices, Decoding Government Speak. Now let's dive into the thrilling world of government communication. In the world of government speak, a proposal is like a trial balloon. It's the government's way of saying, hey, we've got this idea, what do you think? Proposals are open for public comment, debate, and possibly some strongly worded letters from your Aunt Edna. Notices, on the other hand, are the real deal. They're the government's way of saying, this is happening, folks, buckle up. When you see a notice, it's time to sit up and pay attention because this isn't a drill. So, when it comes to these GI Bill changes we've been discussing, we're firmly in notice territory. The changes to the GI Bill benefits are official, they're in effect as of July 2nd, 2024, and they're ready for you to take advantage of them. It's time to act. Section 8. The Federal Register, your new bedtime reading. Now, I know what you're thinking. John, where can I find all this thrilling information about GI Bill changes? Is there some sort of government publication that lists all these exciting updates? Well, my knowledge-hungry friend, let me introduce you to the Federal Register, the literary equivalent of a sleeping pill wrapped in red tape. The Federal Register is the official daily publication for rules, proposed rules, executive orders, proclamations, and other documents from the federal government. It's where all the official notices, including our beloved GI Bill changes, are published for the world to see. This dry, dense document is actually a goldmine of information. Staying informed about these updates can literally pay off. The Federal Register is where you'll find the most accurate, up-to-date information about your benefits. And in the end, isn't that worth more than being the life of the party? Section 9, Foreign Studies GI Bill Goes Global. Alright, globetrotters and wannabe international men and women of mystery, listen up. The new GI Bill changes aren't just for those of you content with staying within the borders of our star-spangled nation. As of July 2nd, 2024, the GI Bill will cover up to $27,889.74 per academic year for study at foreign institutions. That's right, you can now use your benefits to study in Paris, Tokyo, or even Timbuktu. Imagine the cultural experiences, the new languages, and the global perspectives you'll gain. It's like the study abroad program you never got to do in college, except this time you're a little older, a little wiser, and a lot less likely to get a regrettable tattoo after a night out in Barcelona. Plus, you'll be bringing a wealth of life experience to your studies. But before you start packing your bags and practicing your bonjour or konnichiwa, there are a few things to keep in mind. Preparation is key to making the most of this opportunity. First, the institution you choose must be approved by the VA. This ensures that the education you receive meets certain standards and that your benefits are used wisely. So while that underwater basket weaving course in the Maldives sounds tempting, You might want to double-check its accreditation first. Make sure the program aligns with your career goals and educational needs. Second, remember that $27,889.74 is the maximum amount. Budgeting will be crucial to ensure you can cover all your expenses. So don't feel pressured to choose the most expensive school just because you can. Look for programs that offer quality education at a reasonable cost, and consider the cost of living in different countries as well.